Welcome and namaste. The only qualification that I have for being on this brilliant panel is that I'm a huge fan and I've been stalking all your work for a while, whether you knew it or not. I've been very lucky to hear all of you separately, but then together as, a Confluence All-Stars. Rahul can lead us into the origin stories of how this all started in Brussels.
What happened was in 2015, Shriman, who organizes this Indian food festival event, where tens of thousands of people come every summer in Brussels to taste Indian food and get a taste of the culture as well. He came up to me saying, can we have an Indian music performance here? And I am the Indian musician that this city deserves, not the one that it needs. So I was looking out for people who can make my very rudimentary level of guitar playing sound much better than it actually is. So luckily through jams and stuff, I met Sylvia. Basically, we started playing together. There was a fantastic event we did together in Cinquantenaire, in fact, at an open jam at the Indian Food Festival, where Shayoni, you were there as well, comparing, which was fantastic. And I think that gave us a sense of the energy of what can be achieved.
When I met Rahul, I saw him at the concert with another group that he was playing with. And we both realized that I actually know quite lots of Indian music because I worked in an Indian restaurant. That was one of my first jobs when I came to Belgium. And so the music was just going on all the time, the same music, and I learned the melodies by heart and I quite liked them. So Rahul suggested that we could try to play some of these tunes together, but it was really exciting and really nice experience because we met for all these jams when I met a few really nice people, and we always had great Indian food, which I love. So Rahul knows how to encourage me to learn Indian tunes in a very short time. He always bribes me with food, and that's how it started.
This was the humko Allstars, Sylvia on violin.
We were just minding our own business, me and Sylvia, playing, small gigs here and there. And then Pierre got this crazy idea of recording us, doing an audio recording. And Pierre, I don't know, what made you do that? Were you just looking for guinea pigs? I mean, what was
Yeah, so actually I met Rahul a few years ago, a bit after Sylvia. And so I went to a very special studio in Brussels, which is Rahul's apartment. So I brought all my microphones and all my stuff to Rahul's apartment, and we tried to make something very nice with their music. And actually, it just took us like half an hour, and everything was recorded, and it was a great pleasure to do this.
The other 1 hour and a half was food, just saying. It's important. It's important.
It is. That's how Rahul gets somebody to do work for him in Brussels, by the promise of Indian food.
No, but I mean,
man, you need to visit Rahul's house in Pune. That's a whole other trip.
So I mean, what happened was, so this audio track was recorded, and I thought, okay, why don't we try and do a video, because that actually is one of my more professional specialities. And we did a music video, and that's when things got a bit out of hand, because even to this day, that video on YouTube without any promotion whatsoever is at almost 500,000 views. So that was the first time I felt, okay, maybe there is some potential. And this is something that we can build on.
But 500,000 views, for a one.
It's all Pierre's fault. It's all Pierre's fault. I don't know what he was thinking.
do you know, by the way, that you have a huge fan following, growing fan community in the Gujarati community of India? And all my family WhatsApp groups have heard the rendition, your beautiful rendition of Vaishnav Jan. And I know apparently Anna learned this entire song, which is in a foreign language and which is difficult for a lot of Indians as well to learn, in 3 weeks.
Yeah, that
Anna,
was
could you tell us a little bit more about that experience?
of course. Yeah. Well, I got a call from Rahul, I think on my birthday actually. And he was like, okay, so there's this thing that you could do. And I was like, oh yeah, of course. I was thinking, Rahul's so nice. This is going to be something I'm going to like doing, and it's going to be a new experience. And I'm just going to, of course, I did not realize the extent of work it would be when I said, oh yeah, let's do it.
The Indian embassy here in Brussels had contacted me saying, look, we need a singer who can learn Vaishnava Janto it was on the occasion of celebrating 150 years of Mahatma Gandhi. So it was really a big occasion, and they were looking for someone not just to represent Brussels and Belgium, but also the EU as a whole. So, someone like Anna really sprung to mind because I knew that Pierre and Thibaut play with Anna. So, I'm just so blessed to know so many amazing musicians that I'm always thinking of opportunities for everybody and think, how can I bring these guys together to just produce some really outstanding music. And Anna's really humble, but yeah, she's got more than almost 100,000 views on Facebook once we put the video up there. And I think also official recognition from the government of India, wasn't it, Anna? There was a letter that landed up on your door once.
Yes, I got a certificate and everything. So I was, as I said, I wasn't expecting this. I was like, oh yes, let's do it. I'm going to try and do as good a job as I can. And of course, it was clear that it was a big event, so to say. It was a big occasion. And it was nice to be able to kind of be the European that comes to mind also, because I am a bit all over the place. So I was happy about that.
When talking about pronunciation and everything spot on, I remember getting a lot of grief from my parents saying that if she can sing this song, why can't you sing this song? And
sorry.
Vaishnava Janto Teine Kahiye Pire Parai Jane.
So that was the first, one of the first more all Confluence videos. But then Thibaut, Gandhaar, and Varun got together for a very special video as well, right?
Yeah, this time last year, we were all pretty depressed, right? Like, let's be honest. All gigs were cancelled. I remember Thibaut had sent out invitations for gigs throughout the year. Since, my brother Varun is a musician himself, I know the pain. I could feel the pain. I thought, okay, how do you turn a negative into a positive? So I just got there was Pierre, Thibaut, Gandhaar, and Varun in this small WhatsApp group. And Bill Withers had passed away. And we thought, oh, wouldn't it be nice to do a little tribute? Thibaut sent a scratch in 2 hours. Gandhaar and Varun recorded their parts soon after. Pierre did the finishing touches. And the song was done in a day. So then the pressure was on me saying, okay, let's do a video. Let's really try and put it out there. And that took off.
And we were all stuck in our own homes. I remember Varun at that point didn't have anything but his cell phone to record with. It was all, I think that one was the most difficult to, put together because we were all new to this whole system of creating music remotely.
Yeah, but it came together super quickly, right? One thing after the other, the percussion and then the flute, and it came together quite nicely, quickly, organically.
It's been new for me, and I like it very much. I have a lot to discover, and those guys, they helped me already with those 2-3 songs to discover a whole new world. So I'm really excited about this.
I always tell them it sounded happy music to the ears and was like the sound of solidarity for me for sure for that month.
If I can say something about how it influenced Thibaut and I, after that, I started to have classes of Indian music. So I'm making my coming out now. I've had 6 months to study Mela Carta and stuff, and everything that is so difficult. I just understood that I have to be born again to to understand Indian music. But Thibaut and I were planning on getting to the first level. You know.
Woohoo! We really look forward to this, honestly.
Anna can already sing in Gujarati, so we have to make an effort.
Yeah. The Rena 2 track by A.R. Rahman, right? Again, I was telling Rahul when I first heard this track, I thought when it comes to Bill Withers or A.R. Rahman, everybody has heard practically every rendition possible in as many ways as possible. And, one really wonders what new could you possibly hear out of these tracks, And then I heard your track and I'm like, oh my God, this is an entire world of music that plebes like us do not have access to. I'm just so excited to throw these questions to Anna and Vinay. Now, how did you guys, never having met, manage to do this track together?
In a sense, it was quite easy. I mean, it wasn't really difficult or anything. I think we had, or at least for me, it wasn't. But it was clear what I had to sing, and we talked about it. And again, I had some practice.
For me, it was really lovely just seeing how it's all coming together. And even though it was remotely done, the fact that we were sort of reacting to each other, like misplaced chemistry being put together through the process. You know what I mean? I remember Rahul told me, hey, you know what? And you should play a small solo as well, And I was like, cool, I can play a solo. And then when I started seeing the final thing, I saw Pierre doing his thing. And I was like, man, why'd you do that, man? You could have just let Pierre take the solo. You didn't need me to play a solo at all, But it was so much fun to see all this come together, It's just so unexpected. He's doing his thing with like a nylon string guitar. I'm playing an electric guitar, Varan's doing his thing. Anna suddenly there holding it all together. You know what I mean? Like it was quite something. Super fun and super quick again,
So I think the most beautiful thing about this whole process with all these songs has been this, where till you hear the final mix, you don't know what the others have done, right? Because everyone's recording on that one scratch track, and that surprise has been a really nice thing about this, and which came out of doing it remotely. So that was nice.
Yeah, and actually we can see the quality of the musicians, because we in order to do this we used to record the first track. And in this track, generally, when you're an arranger, you have to write a whole arrangement. We didn't write anything. We just recorded a very simple, ridiculous track saying, okay, Gandhaar, this is your turn. and so you have...
of course, yeah.
You have 4 measures, do something. And we were screaming what everyone had to do. And at the end, you put all together and it works.
I think there was a robotic voice that kind of commanded, Vinay, it's your turn. And that solo though knocked it out of the park. I think for me that's like the Easter egg of that song, where it just comes and hits you, and the bass guy suddenly starts playing this kick-ass lead. So that was really cool.
Confluence All-Star project mean to you? What do you look forward to? What do you hope to achieve with this?
First of all, it means staying connected and meeting new musicians during the pandemic, which for me is a lifesaver because I mean, it's been a tough, it's been more than a year now, and it's been a very tough time. And so it kind of saves the day for me to be able to do new songs, to learn new songs. And I'm not sure actually. I'm ready to be surprised, honestly, for the next step, because I mean I'm all in. Just let me know, and I'll go and I'll sit down and I'll learn it.
Pierre, what do you look forward to?
I'm planning to go to Pune and to continue with my life. No, but
Yay! Love that.
Yay!
Oh, the purpose of music is just like cooking. When you're making a meal all together, everyone puts his own spices, and then it's like we're friends forever because we know each other musically. And actually, I'm sure that if the whole team comes to Brussels or if we go to Pune, I'm sure we will have an incredible time.
Yeah.
Varun, what does this mean to you? What are your plans for the future?
Wow. I mean, just purely looking forward, having made these connections, it has to, I mean, there's no other way but for us to meet and travel the world playing music.
Wow. Travel the world playing music. Let's hope that happens soon. That starts again
Yes,
soon.
exactly. Looking forward once things are okay.
Thibaut, your dreams, aspirations for the next couple of years?
We talked about it earlier. The process of the songs, of recording those songs, it was so amazing because I am very sensitive to the respect musicians can give to others. And when we record something in our little place, without knowing what's gonna happen after, who's gonna play what and how, everybody just took care of leaving space for everybody, and that's really important for me. And that feeling, I just need to have it for real. I need to meet all those people for real now.
Vinay, what plans next?
It might take a little while, but when we all do get together, hopefully all of us or maybe a few of us at a time, and then whether we're playing to an audience or just just sitting together and doing it for ourselves, I think the joy of how beautifully it'll all flourish at that moment is something I'll definitely look forward to whenever that can possibly happen. And it'll be a complete joy to sit down with all these guys and just sit and play. Each song would become like half an hour long, which is the most fun bit, if you ask me. Just take it where it goes.
Coming to Gandhaar, can we expect more of you in the next couple of videos?
He doesn't have a choice, but yes.
I'm actually with this project. I'm actually looking forward to meeting and being able to compose some original music together, because that I think is going to be a beautiful experience. Just spend a few weeks together and create an album and then perform it, obviously. But I think that's going to be an experience to look forward to.
And my favorite Bollywood musician of all time, Sylvia.
I knew it was me, yeah.
Of course, it had to be you. I don't think anybody can evoke that much emotion without knowing the language.
Well, I really like the way Anna put it. Be ready to be surprised. So I think this would be my answer to a question: what Confluence Allstars means to me. It's you just need to be ready to be surprised. You never know what's gonna happen, but you know that something is going to happen, and you're gonna have a lovely time and lovely afternoon, whether this is recording or this is a live performance or a jam. So whatever the request or Rahul's devil's plan is, I know that I'm gonna have lots of fun, and I'm gonna meet new people. I'm gonna learn something. I'm gonna have good food as well. Very important again. I think Rahul already has some plans, and I think he keeps them secret until the next big premiere.
Ooh, the next big premiere. I'm so glad I can finally put this question to Rahul, the fire starter, the originator, the culprit of all of this, the reason why we all have gotten ready today for the first time this year.
Yeah, thanks for wearing pants, everyone. Thank you.
How can you
Think
tell?
we're wearing pants.
Rahul, Venkat,
Exactly.
can you tell us suspense? What is the next premiere going to be? What is going to happen next?
So I'm hoping that the next project will be India meets Brazil. And as we all know, Anna is an international spy, actually, who sings in many languages. So let's see if we can build a bridge from India to Brazil. And with all these musical influences, I think we can do something pretty solid.
Bharat Humko. Who thought of Bharat Humko? How did you come up with this idea, this concept, with Sylvia playing the beautiful violin?
Bharat Humko is easily our Avengers Assemble moment, right? So I thought it'll be good to go back to the beginning, as it were, of this mini project. Sylvia and I have been working very hard for 5 years now, trying to learn these different songs, and I thought it'll be great to have the musical powers of Sylvia, of Thibaut, of Gandhaar, Varun, Pierre, coming together. This song is really just about unity. This whole project is about, I think, highlighting our commonalities. It would be a crime to not provide a platform for such amazing musicians to just jam, collaborate. The Chinese have a saying that the best time to plant a seed was actually 20 years ago, but the next best time to plant a seed is now. So that's what this project is. This project is just trying to make the most of a very tough situation for musicians and artists. And really, we all get sucked into our own worlds and we go into survival mode. But if through projects like this, musicians can still keep collaborating, creating, do what they do best, so that in the future, like everyone has said here, if people can meet in person, if they can compose original songs and just elevate the quality of music and lift our moods in the process. Let's not forget, artists are the centerpiece of society. We need to still keep standing for culture, and this is just a very small way that we are trying to do it together. So really, from the bottom of my heart, thank you all so much, you guys. It means the world to me to be able to do this.
Thanks to you.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, I think thanks on behalf of all the people who are non-musical have been struggling this past year in confinement. Seriously, your tracks have been one of the most uplifting things that I have heard in a long time. And it's because you guys play, people like us keep our mental health together. We stay sane because we listen to people like you play music. So
Shayoni, you're getting Indian food from me as well now. Just go to my house in Pune, go to Varun, and he'll sort you out. Okay. You've earned it.
Thank you. But seriously, thank you for this. And I have had a sneak peek at the Bharat Humko track, and I got goosebumps. And even talking about it right now, I'm just getting goosebumps. So I think without further ado, we should launch into the premiere of the track.
Friends, today's online event will feature the world premiere of the latest track by the Confluence Allstars, an instrumental version of A.R. Rahman's Bharat Humko. As we celebrate India at 75, Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, there could not be a better occasion to showcase our unity in diversity.